Lakini tafadhali Aden Duale, usiache maiti. Usiwache kama watu wamekufa kwa sababu ya health system.
Mandera cannot be turned into a battleground for Somalia. We have no interest in Somalia. The only interest we have in Somalia is peace.
Schools in Mandera are being turned into military camps, not by the KDF, but from the Jubaland forces from Somalia. Now, these are not just allegations, and whatever you are seeing from your screen is nothing other than the reality. For confirmation, this is Adan Khalifa, the governor from the area.
We want to call upon His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of all the armed forces. Mandera cannot be turned into a battleground for Somalia. We have no interest in Somalia. The only interest we have in Somalia is peace. If they cannot peace and fight, then we have no business to involve in the internal affairs. They have opened a camp in BP1. BP1 primary school is now closed. And there are people who want to do exam in the next 1 month. How do you close a public school and turn it into a military training camp? It is impossible. So tunawaeleza immediate relocation of Jubaland force out of Mandera. Immediate. I want to tell them, if you don't do it, we will do it ourselves.
Now, all these is coming after Rigathi Gachagua's first interview after coming from the US, where he said instead of the CSs planning to arrest him, they should be concentrating on making sure that peace reigns in Mandera, which is almost half of it occupied by Jubaland forces.
And even as we speak today, half of Mandela is occupied by forces from Jubaland. You know, and I would have expected these leaders over the weekend, the governor, the senator, the MPs, who are making a lot of noise about Rigathi, to have defended the people of Mandera from the incursions by forces from Jubaland instead of castigating Rigathi Gachagua.
Nothing is further from the reality. Even the governor confirms that even the CS for defense has never visited them. She's never had anything from her.
Kama unataka unasaidia peleka Somali, saidia huko. The Somalis are flat. You cannot. Huwezi funga mashamba ya wananchi. Huwezi funga shule. Huwezi funga water supply. Huwezi uwa watu wetu ovyo in the name of supporting a faction in Somalia. What interest do you have in Somalia? We don't have any interest. So tunawaeleza CS defense sujia kwa wapi. I've never heard of that lady since she was appointed. Sujia anafanya kazi gani? KDF must pull out of supporting the Jubaland force. They must relocate Jubaland from Mandera County. Number 2, we want to also ask our Ethiopian neighbor. Our Ethiopian neighbor, please, even yourselves, keep out of Mandera. If you want to support Somalia, there are a lot of border interests you can do. You have a long border with Somalia as Ethiopia. Don't use Mandera town as a support base.
Well, guess that's the nature of politics in our country. Even the security that we should be enjoying is being deprived from us. Mandera peoples, they are also Kenyans. There is nobody, no citizen within the borders of this country should feel left out by the nation, by the security arms, because all of this is happening under the watch of KDF. If anything, there is a lot of instability in Somalia, and these Jubaland forces should be taking all that into their country. For heaven's sake, how do you turn a school into a military training camp? We are just a few months to the main exams. How do you do this? Who advises this government? What interest do they have in Somalia? Anyway, other than that, the SHA issue is proving to be a thorn in the flesh of so many Kenyans, both within and without the government. To some, SHA is operating. To some, it is not working. Now, Honorable Caleb Hamisi is telling Duale, kindly, how can you steal the money belonging to the sick? If anything, if the government is unable to construct roads for us, if the government is unable to do any tangible development in the area, kindly leave the people as you found them. Let nobody die because they cannot access medical care. This is a clip of Caleb Hamisi.
Kuna mtu ambaye anaitwa Aden Duale. Huyo jamaa kuna kiburi sana. Mimi tunajua William Ruto anaenda nyumbani. Lakini tafadhali Aden Duale, usiache maiti. Usiwache kama watu wamekufa kwa sababu ya health system. Mtu wache vile mulitupata. You can take all the money from the coffers. You can refuse to make our roads. You can destroy our education system. But leave the people of Kenya healthy. Mtu wache tukiwa na afya. Musiibe pesa zetu za afya. Hauwezi kuwa you are building a nation and you are stealing money meant for the sick. Otherwise tutakuwa tunazika wa Kenya kila siku. Tunamwambia Aden Duale, tumekupea wiki moja ama siku 72 hours, uwe umetoka kwa ofisi ama tukutoe. Sisi ni Gen Z, sisi ni wabaya, si ndio hiyo? Tumutoe tusimutoe? Hatuwezi muogopa, anaharibu health system. Mnataka tunyamaze na watu wanakufa? Ati tunyamaze, sisi ni watu wadogo, ati you have no experience. Kuna watu wana believe at somebody like Caleb Hamisi cannot be the president of Kenya. Ati somebody like Edwin Sifuna cannot lead the country. Ati somebody like Babu Owino cannot lead. Ati hawana experience. Experience ya corruption hatuna, tunasema msitupe. Kama ni experience ya kuiba pesa za wananchi, yes hatuna, lakini hatutaki. Kama ni experience ya ukabila, yes hatuna, hatutaki. Kama ni experience ya kuleta kupiganisha wa Kenya, tunasema we do not have, but no thank you.
Now, Fred Matiangi, who is also aspiring to be the president of Kenya come 2027, is also saying, well, if SHA is not working in Kisii, it is not working in Western, it is not working in any part of the country, then it is high time we should stop lamenting and try to find a solution.
If SHA does not work in Kisii, it doesn't work in Busia, it doesn't work in Bungoma, it doesn't work in Kericho. I mean, in saying that, I have not committed any mistake. I'm just saying, can we work on SHA, all of us? So I'm telling you, when we say, for example, that our country is losing out, you are wonderful people. You know, a classic example of Kenya's present and future is P.S. Susan. Very clever, sharp woman who's serving our country. And precisely because of that, my dear, that's why we get very surprised when we look at the amount of looting happening in the public sector. Because we see it's our resources, our children are here, we want to help them. Sasa, we are one big family, all of us, you and us. Let us look for solutions. To watch a blame us. We look for solutions. How can we help each other so that we build a better country?
Great. What's your take from this? From the issues of having Jubaland forces occupy Mandera, and also having the issues of systems that are not working like SHA. Like we all know that some money's capitation was given to hospitals that are non-existent. And the only excuse the CS for Health could give us is that they have deregistered those hospitals without telling us what mechanisms they are using to recover the monies that are already lost. What kind of regime are we dealing with? To an extent that we cannot feel secure as a people. Slowly by slowly, we have to be very keen with this regime. William Ruto, the president, is one person who has been named or associated with the RSF in Sudan. The militants in Sudan who are trying to overthrow the government of the day. Even arms meant for Kenyan forces were found in possession by the RSF. President Ruto, has been called in gold scandals. William Ruto, has been alleged to be in line with the Al-Shabaab. I mean, what kind of president did we elect? What kind of mess did we get ourselves into? Such that right now we have the Jubaland forces, which is a paramilitary group who tends to fight terrorism in Somalia. What business do they have here in Kenya? Does it mean that Somalia does not have enough land for them to conduct their military training? We should call out these far and loud. What's your take in all these? Kindly give me your thought in the comment section. Now, if you're watching us from YouTube channel and you love content of this nature, kindly subscribe and press the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in Dab Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dab Radio ndio mpango mzima.